Hello guys, welcome to October Dreams Tarot with Kimberly. It's been so long. So we're just going to go with it. We're going to call the spirit team of the collective. I have just felt like popping on and seeing what, oh, there's already two popping out. Let's see, I'm using the Dungeon Dragons Tarot. So we're going to pop down with my glasses. We got Seven of Wisdom and Knight of Charisma popping out, but I'm not going to take those. Those are just for if you want to keep that in your back. I'll tell you what that means. I have my little cheat guide because it's the first time I'm using this deck. But yeah, it's been a long time. Oh my gosh! They're all popping out. Maybe I should have kept those. This is the Hanged Man and the King of Charisma. But I'm going to keep those because those popped out onto my floor. We'll talk about it in a minute. But yeah, it's been so long. I hope everybody's been well and things are going well. Best case scenario, right? It's been a while. Just because I have had a lot of retreating, a lot of self-care. Right? Self-care is not selfish. So let's see. Let's see what else. Spirit team of the collective. What do you want them to know? The Nine of Charisma. So charisma in this deck is Pentacles. Let me make sure I have that in memory, right? Yes, Pentacles. Charisma is Pentacle. Intelligence is Swords. And we'll get into the other one. Let's see. Nine of Intelligence. So that, yeah, is Swords. We're just going to pull cards. No, we're just pulling cards. And Seven of Wisdom. So that did come out. Now, Wisdom is Cup energy. So it seems like, and then bottom deck energy is Eight of Swords in reverse. So, Eight of Intelligence. So it seems like you're attempting to let go of something. However, you're feeling a little stuck with this Hanged Man here. But you're looking for you're looking for something or someone, especially with this, like you're looking for someone or something to come out. I don't know if I should say it like that, like not come out of the woodwork to save you, but you're just looking for some kind of a, stumbling on my words, sorry, but you're looking for some kind of, like, something come and not save you, but like, again, like save yourself from it. Like you're just tired of the same motion over and over again. You feel like something just keeps happening over and over. Next, you have the King of Charisma. So the King of Pentacles is basically reminding you that you have it within you to stand in your power and not to give that power away, and to figure out what needs to be figured out. So I'm going to look at this card a little bit more, because, you know, and the Hanged Man is suggesting that you could come back to yourself. So like here, he is feeling stuck, but all, you know, what we all have to do is kind of like whoop, and flip ourselves back up and we're standing on the ground again. So like put your foot down and be like, no, I'm not having that, whatever that is for you, and realize that you're only stuck because it could be mental, it could be, you know, and mental health is not a thing to play with, because, and I'm sending all the, like, love and light your direction if you're dealing with that, because I myself am a mental health sufferer. I shouldn't say that, I should say survivor, and I understand what that can feel like. You can feel like you are literally drowning in a pool and you can't get out, but know that, like, you're not alone. Like, you do have it within you, and I can't help but be drawn to this. I want to say it looks like a banjo, but it's not a banjo. So I'm not up on my instruments here, but like strum the strings of your own music. Like maybe music is a therapy for you. Um, and sometimes like just being with yourself and realizing what your own strengths are versus what your weaknesses are is always a good thing. Like writing those down and taking note of that is sometimes like, instead of listening to all the people who want to like speak your downfalls, like start writing you know what are your strengths instead of always focusing on what your weaknesses are. Sorry, that was a lot for me to get out. I'm trying to. And then you have the Nine of Charisma. So you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you're feeling a lot of instability with that. However, because if it were in the upright, you're running your own ship, a tight ship. But with this being the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck, and if anybody knows about that game, I'm not at all one that should be really talking about it. I just know people who have played it. Life is your own game. Like, it's your own movie, and you are the star of it. So don't let other people dictate what you do in your life. Yeah, take advice, take constructive criticisms, and use that as like maybe a baseline, but it doesn't have to be your script. You write the script to your movie. This is your life, and you don't have to let them cracking at your stability, at your foundation that you have maybe laid down, because they're not the ones at the end of the day that have to sit with you and love you. You do. And there brings me to the next one that's in reverse, which is the Nine of Intelligence, which actually is a really good card to have in reverse, because therefore, once you realize that, again, I can't help it, realize that he has that instrument. Once you start singing your own tune and not just, let's say, a backup singer or, just like a backup dancer to somebody else's movie or song, then you can really lay down all that mental anguish and stuff that's in your brain, because you're letting that control what you should really be doing in your life. You know what I mean? Like, whatever that is for you. And even in mental health, like sometimes when you're trying to take care of yourself and everybody else is telling you how you should do it, who you should talk to, what therapist you should go to, what medicines you should take, and everything else, doesn't mean that what was good for them is going to be good for you. You got to follow your own paths. Work, job, anything, whatever that is. Because here you have is the Seven of Wisdom, which is the Seven of Cups, meaning that once you follow that, I believe what your spirit team is trying to tell you is that you're going to have lots of choices and options once you lay aside all that other bullcrap that everybody else is trying to put in there. You know what I mean? With all that muck that life already likes to give us as is. So there just needs to be a lot of clearing of the air. And again, my main point of going back to Dungeons and Dragons being kind of like life is, you get to build a character in Dungeons and Dragons. You get to, and yes, it's fantasy, but it's almost like all of this spirituality and building, ensure you get to fight bosses and you get to fight certain things with things that maybe don't exist obviously in the real world, but you get to fight your own battles and choose them wisely, is what Spirit's saying. So I'm really just going to leave it at that, because I really think that was the main message that the Spirit team wanted me to bring home and hone in on for you. And it was a real quick message, and I plan on getting on here more so. It was just a quick message from me. Kimberly here at October Dreams Tarot. So thanks for watching.